formalized it. We're now calling it division, and it gets a division sign and all of that. And at that point, sometimes we started losing the meaning. Yeah, we could get an answer, but we didn't think much about the story that went with it. And there are two very distinct stories that can go with division. Do you agree this is 12?
Yeah.
No. Wait.
Yes. Yeah.
Good.
Okay. There are two stories. One is called partitive, probably a word you've never necessarily even heard, or I don't expect you to use it. But it's about making equal parts. That makes sense. Can I make equal groups of 4? Well, here's my first group of 4. It would help if I knew how to count, wouldn't it? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We would need 10. This is supposed to be 10. So let's try that again. I have one group of 4. I have a second group of 4. I have a third group of 4. So how many groups of 4 do I have? 3. That's called groups of. In the fancy term, it's called the partitive. There's other names for it. But it makes total sense. We've done this. But there's been a whole nother story that we used to do also. We have 12 pieces of candy, and I want to give a fair share to 4 of my friends. So now I have 4 friends. I'm going to give 1 to my first friend, 1 to my second friend, 1 to my third friend, and 1 to my fourth friend. I'm going to give a second, because I do want it to be fair.
Well, how about you? Won't you get any candy?
Could we just stick with this division problem?
Sure.
So, I have 12 pieces of candy. I shared them equally to my 4 friends, and what was the answer? 3. Did I get the same answer each time?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's 2 very different stories.
Ow.
If I were to draw a picture of it, the first story was, I want groups of 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The second story was, I have 4 friends. So, how many groups do I have? 3 groups. In the sharing strategy, I'm going to share out 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many did each person get?
3.
So yes, the final answer is the same, but the picture looks pretty different and the explanation is pretty different. Today, we're going to move into decimals. Dividing decimals.
No.
Oh.
So, I want to tell you, you're going to find today's lesson, you're going to get it. I promise you. But I want you to know the story we're using. We are using groups of. Mohammed? Thank you. This is the story we're using. How many groups of? So specifically, I will be asking you that question. I think these will work, I'm not sure. Are they strong enough? So if we changed this to 1 2/10 divided by 4/10, would you turn and tell your partner, what is our sentence?
How many